What is going on, everyone? This is Dylan from We The Coasters. We're checking on into Universal Orlando Resort. And technically, this is Universal Orlando before America 250 that's going on by. But big things just unveiled today. And we're going to show you that right now. So let's not waste any time. Well, if you could see things correctly, Fast and Furious Hollywood Drift, since last time I've been here, well, a lot been built. I was here about a couple weeks ago, but I struggled with the camera settings and going on with the video and all that. And take a look at this here. Now, I know the mic is different because I forgot the little thing that connects to the camera. So this is just the regular camera mic that goes around with it. So if it sounds a little different, I apologize in advance there. I thought I grabbed the thing with me to get the camera set up, but I did not, but for the microphone. So yeah, take a look here though. This is huge that you are seeing here, where they have the spike all topped off and ready to go. And they have a flag, you can see it, where it's got American flag on the top, and then Fast and Furious 25, because, well, the Fast and Furious film's been out for 25 years, which that is scary to even imagine it's been out there for that long. Unbelievable. And you can tell since then, they've added this overbank that's over here, this swooping curve after the mid-course has been built. We're gonna show you a little more when we go into Hard Rock right over here. Well, you can see from over here, they've gotten a big giant work wall up finally. Last time I was here, they didn't really have a work wall up and all this here. But now we have gotten a full-on wall around the area, and they are now starting to make work on this right here, the Luke Combs Category 10 Country Music Hall over here, which I have to believe that they're actually doing this. I still think I remember hearing about this and I thought, that is interestingly random, because of course, last time we had a little bit of a dance place that was over here. You gotta go all the way where the Great Movie Escape area is right over here, and you know, where they've had that there. Now, of course, we can't get any views over here, but if we go to the stairs over here, you'll get a better view. Well, don't worry, we'll showcase more about Hollywood Drift in a minute. I want to showcase about that real quick because first time I'm seeing this in person. So as you can see right over here, this is where they're doing the construction progress for the new nightclub area over here. Now, they've dug up a lot of the ground over here, and what I could see though, you can see the dirt being all built in right here, that they're really gonna dig up and start going up eventually too. Now, the crazy part too is that, you know, of course, this is gonna be elevated over here, as you can see, because keep in mind, this is the walkway that's down over here where a stage is over here, and technically where the water resort taxis are over here. But the big thing you have to keep in mind though is that from this area here that you're seeing, you know, it's gonna overlook the water around here, and then you got Twosome and the Hard Rock stuff over here. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how that's gonna go. My only downside is because of this area where they're putting this, it's gonna really hurt the beauty of like the lagoon in that spot, because you know, it's always been really, really nice. All right, now that I've gotten that part out of the way, let's showcase the main attraction point over here, and that's the roller coaster. So the next set of track you can see where they're kind of a little bit of on the stopping point is right over here. So I know they still got a ways to go, but it's gonna be rather interesting to see what piece they're gonna work on next. But they got the spike done. I already know they wanted to get that done ASAP. So it looks like they got a truck over here, and it looks like they're gonna be moving the crane over here. Now this is the crane that you're seeing here that was working on this tail end of the spike over here, where they have topped it off and all that. You can see the windometer's already up there moving around. Orange and white flag is up there. And you can tell they're gonna get that all set up, and then as far as where they're gonna move next, who knows, but basically, if you want to be more clear about what they got done, they got, I guess you could say, the back third of the ride done, or at least, you know, with the track and the supports and whatnot. I know there's technically one other support area over here, or you can see it's right over here. I'm not sure what they're gonna do with this one, but I know the next goal is they're gonna push outward towards that way, half where the former Blue Man Group is, and then where most of the Rip Ride Rocket like beginning portion was over there. So you can tell they got some ways to go, but yeah. See, like, ooh, got some movement here. Should be fun. See, I thought they were gonna move the entire crane, but I guess not. But yeah, but they're gonna start loading this stuff on this truck over here to get it moving and all that. Definitely a very active construction site, at least from what I'm seeing. I'm seeing about at least 6 people on the job site that are working, and then it looks like we got 2 from the creative side that's right over there in the back, showcasing the survey site and all that. So yeah, it's definitely full speed ahead, man. They are literally pushing it. They really want this coaster ready to go, man. Heck yeah. Well, I didn't notice this little section of track that also got installed here too. So basically you see where this curve is at. It's gonna be swooping around this direction here that you're seeing, and then you're gonna be going right down here. Right down there is where they're getting the curve. So I wouldn't be surprised they start working on that next. So technically the direction of travel is going this way, going that way in that motion. So you're seeing where it's gonna go here into that mid-course. So it's rather interesting to see how much has been built. Wow. I want to give you one last look up close of all the track that you're seeing around here and all that. Look at this shot you're going to see right here. That is going to be sick. Wow. All right, last time I was here, it was raining horribly. And I mean horribly raining. Today, it is hot. Very hot. Sweaty hot. Let's get into the park. Well, well, what do I see here? New supports. More from the old Rip Ride Rocket location area in that particular spot. Oh boy, let it commence. Over by the firehouse, you can see we're heading into the station over here. You can see they are working on the stators where the tire rotation will go on by to bring the train forward and that type of situation. And it looks like, from how I could see a few little certain things, they're starting to work on the overhead over here where the maintenance bay is, while also closing up the firehouse station, which, if you remember, with the firehouse station, that's where Rip Ride Rocket would go through, but that won't be a thing anymore. This is insane. I cannot wait to see what's going to happen with this when this opens up. But it is literally full speed ahead, and I cannot wait to actually ride this in person. I'm actually very excited. I really am. I'm disappointed with the name as always, and I'm disappointed with what's happened to Supercharge. But A, it's still a brand new roller coaster. You can't go wrong with that. All right, so I got to do Revenge of the Mummy. Good ride, very good ride. I did single rider, and it was a 25-minute wait, and hopped on with literally waiting under 5 minutes. So they came clutch and literally hopped to 45 minutes. That line for the regular and express, terrible. Thank God for single rider. Alrighty, now we're here to do the true best ride, Fast and Furious Supercharged. Right now, a 10-minute wait. Crowds aren't really like too terrible today. Like Haggard's at a point with 75 minutes, which is like random, but that's interesting. But I'm here to represent my favorite ride of all time, so let's go. Well, the Jaws thing is back again, but new added stuff here for the summer. We have the Orca. Very impressive. And they have brought back the Jaws thing from before. No, not this. This has been there for a while, but the Jaws ride that was here from last year, where they had the recreation of the boat. with the photo op over here and all that, it is back. It's awesome that this is here. However, I don't see the script this time, which is a bummer. But hey, it's still really cool that it's here. They also brought the seat over here. And then they have also added more stuff of the Jaws stuff area here, which is really, really cool. They have the Captain Jake's Amity Boat Tour sign, the big one that's right over here. They have this Jaws stuff right over here. And then Coca-Cola placement all around everywhere, because of course we are a Coca-Cola park and all that. And the Amity Police Department car is also back again, but the lights are on here. It's new. I've never seen the lights on before, so that's actually really cool that this is here. Neat. If you want to know a really good food hack, go right over here. This is where they have the jacket potatoes right over here. It's 12 bucks, but these jacket potatoes are ginormous. They're huge, and it's worth it. You can get it as a regular loaded jacket potato, a shepherd's pie version, one with broccoli and cheese, and one with beans and cheese. The reason why there's also beans and cheese, because, you know, it is the UK after all. Well, it looks like rain is starting to drop down a little bit here. Just can't seem to escape the rain, but welcome to summer in Florida, unfortunately. So that's a shame to say the least. So I got to do 2 rides at MIB, and there was literally no line for single rider despite a 15-minute wait. However, we're going to go back to it a little later on for the immigration tour. Now, what they do is that you go up to the front entrance and you request it, and then they put your name down, and then the tour's there. So right now there's 2 tours. There's one at 3 and one at 6, and they tell you be there 10 minutes before the tour. So kind of around 2:50, we're going to be around in that spot and join the others. So can't wait. Should be very interesting. So you'll get to see like in the queue area where the animatronics are, and I'll kind of show around a little bit. So yeah, I hid for a little bit, got something to eat, and now back out here walking. Just a very quick rainstorm and all that. Oh wow, that's crazy. So I know you can't really see it on the camera from here, but from my area, I actually had seen the track from this distant spot that you could somewhat see over the Moe's drive-in area there. Or Mel's, why did I say Moe's? Mel's drive-in area. So, wow, that is insane. I was so blown away. I couldn't think of the words there. So we're gonna check out the tribute store real quick. And then we're gonna head over and take the train from Studios to head over to Islands. Because we gotta talk about Lost Continent. And it's big. But if you also notice something very carefully here, these trusts that are here. Looks like for HHN, and we are in July. Technically, these have been up since about a week ago, maybe a few days ago, give or take, but we're already getting into the Halloween Horror Nights timeline. I'm excited. Let's go. So we're in the summer tribute store, which they talk about the Spielberg summer blockbusters featuring Disclosure Day, which is a movie that is currently out in theaters right now, and Spielberg is directing that movie. But they talk about some of the films that he's done. The 3 biggest ones that he has ever done is Jaws. This is the first really big one out there that really put him on the map. And easily, hands down, like, amazing movie. Definitely made people frightened of going out into the water, especially the ocean or even pools. Oh yeah. Then, of course, the other big one, which as you can see right over here, E.T. And some of the props for E.T. and Jaws are over here. This thing is really, really cool, by the way. This shows an animatronic arm with the actuators and all that. Super cool. And then everything that is taught about E.T. right over here. Again, super cool. Love this stuff. 1982, great film for those who've never seen it. And then this little photo op over here. Super cool. And then Jurassic Park, 1993. Crazy enough here, a couple years ago, in 2023, it celebrated its 30th year, and they had the entire building that we're in right now as a tribute store. But it's cool that they continue just to honor Jurassic Park all around the area. And I know if Kyle were here, he'd probably spend at least an hour here. I know him very well. But of course, they have really cool things that are all around here. Props all around from the movies over here, including the original film prop Hammond cane over here. That is super cool. Remember this outfit? Laura Dern as Dr. Ellie Sattler. Very, very cool. But yeah, this whole area is super cool though. I will say though too, like, I love how they're playing the music loops all around the area though. That's neat. Well, bit of an HHN update. Look at this. Getting some work done on stage. Now, one thing that we do know is that the Fuel Girls will not be going back this year, and Jack the Clown will have a special show in this building. So keep an eye on that as time goes on. But yeah, so we're getting through out of studios, and we're gonna head over islands. So I'm gonna take the train if the line isn't too bad, and go from there. Alrighty, after waiting a little bit for the train, about 20 minutes is accurate, here we are. Islands Adventure, and we're not too far from Hagrid's. So we're gonna double check and see what the line is for Hagrid's before we check out the deconstruction of the Lost Continent. Oh my goodness, wow. The whole Sinbad Theater is gone. I can at least see it. I'll show you when we get closer there. And the wait time for Hagrid's is listed as a 75-minute wait. Now keep in mind, this is the first day that Hagrid's is not under the Express. Because remember, it was on Express earlier, and then it went off. And right when it opened, it did not have Express. So I'm kind of glad this took it off, just because the line's just been ridiculous no matter what. And with the Express, it slowed everything down. So I'm glad to see that happen. However, 75 though, on a day like today, that's very impressive compared to years past. If you know, you know. Now I can tell real quickly by leaving the Wizarding World here, the former theater for the Sinbad Theater, it is fully gone. Oh my goodness. Wow, this is even crazier over here. Oh my goodness. The kebab thing is gone. The Olives Boutique is gone. The Mystic Fountain is gone. Look how well you can see the Poseidon's building over here. That is insane. Look at all this. Oh my God. There used to be so much theming over here, and it's all gone. Wow, that is absolutely insane. Now I know we can't get a view from down here, but you know, unbelievable. Wow. Yeah, this would be where the kebab stand is. They closed that down pretty quick, and then right around here, that's where the Ollie's Boutique is. Insane. Now, the only thing left of Lost Continent right now is this shop right over here, Fire Eater's Grill, which thankfully is still open, but for how long, I'm not entirely too certain. And Mythos. That is still open. That is it. Now, they also have closed down fairly recently the Treasures of Poseidon. They have shut the doors, they have put the tarp up, and another relic here is closed in the Lost Continent. That's a shame too. I've always liked the Treasures of Poseidon. I've always loved like the theming and architecture of this. That's a shame. This also includes the Forever Pearls thing over here too. Now, as far as I'm aware with the Poseidon's Fury stuff, they have taken down the trident, they have taken down the feet, the head of Poseidon that is all around through here, but they have not done anything around the building yet. So basically they've done all the outside work that they have gotten rid of there. But at least the fountain is on, and the waterfall, but waterfall definitely a lot weaker than times past, to say the least. Well, I noticed something as I was in Seuss Landing. Apparently, WeTheCoasters has finally opened up. I know what you're probably wondering when you check out this video. What do I mean? Well, last night, the day of recording, the day before, apparently WeTheCoasters got struck by lightning at the top hat. And finally, it has reopened. However, I had seen on the app, it is a 185-minute wait. Oh my, I am curious to see this with my own two eyes. But I did see WeTheCoasters open, I did see a train full of people go, but oh my goodness, thank the Lord, it's finally reopened. I was gonna wonder if it was or not. So yeah, WeTheCoasters is definitely reopened. It's 175 minutes, and the main reason why, 2 train operations. So, I'll give you a little bit of a tidbit. If it's 2 train operations on WeTheCoasters, that is the equivalent of a 1 train operation on a lot of the major roller coasters. That's not good. Now, you hopefully want at least 3 or even 4 train operations. That really helps the line move and, you know, great capacity and whatnot. So, yeah, 2 train ops with that line that I seen, which was in the extended queue. No thank you, not worth it. Well, guys, that's going to do it here from Universal Orlando Resort. Nice fun day overall. Definitely very hot, but felt great to be back here overall, though. Keep in mind, I do want to give a mention, with today's date being on the date of the, well, I guess to say the week of July 4th, Independence Day, the America 250. We want to wish everyone who's out there a wonderful, happy Independence Day, no matter where you're from, especially in America. It's going to be quite an extravagant one for the America 250, no matter where you're at. So please be safe, have a good one, no matter where you're in, and have a good time. Really, I mean that a lot, because this is a once-in-a-lifetime thing, and we may never know we'd be around for the America 300. Who knows, right? So, yeah, it's going to be fun, though, to say the least. So, thank you guys for watching. If you liked, be sure to get a like, subscribe if you're brand new to the channel, and hit that bell notification for any future uploads. Follow us on all of our socials, our Facebook, our X, and our Instagram. Once again, my name is Dylan. Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later until the next video. I almost forgot to mention this real quick, too. In a couple of weeks, 2 weeks from now, when making this recording, we will be at Six Flags, Great America, and Cedar Point. So I'm going to try to make sure I have some uploads ready prior to that point in time. So if you're seeing this while I'm out there on the trip, be sure to check us out if you're within the area and come say hi, because we really do mean it, because it's really cool to say hello to you guys, no matter where y'all are from. Once again, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you guys later. Peace.